strong. It's the thrill of one more kill, the last one to fall. Who never sacrifice their will. Don't ever look back on the world closing in. Be only attack with your wings on the wind. All the things will begin. And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory. And it's ours for the taking. It's ours for the fight. And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory. And the war is ours to fall. The winner takes all.
Hello out there, we're on the air, and it's race day today in the Palmetto State. It's a hot late summer afternoon in South Carolina as we get set for the first race of the 2024 Mission Barbecue Cup Series Chase for the Championship, the Waffle House Rebel 500. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, lads of all ages, as we welcome you to the Darlington Raceway via live coverage on the North American Sim Racing Network. And in the NASRN booth this afternoon, my name is Trey Wright. 25 races are down, already 10 to go in 2024 as we begin the final stretch of the season with the kickoff of the chase here at the one and only The Lady in Black. 12 drivers enter the rest of the season with a shot of winning the 2024 title. And we'll immediately go down to your chase standings to meet your 12 championship eligible drivers. They are marked on the track with the orange spoilers and highlights. Starting things off with the number 48 Utz brand Ford Taurus for Buck Racing, your regular season champion, a 4-season veteran in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. An opportunity like this has been a long time coming for Juan Rodriguez. He's got 5,100 points in his bank, the most out of any driver via winning the regular season championship. He does start deep in the field in the 48 car, starting all the way back in the 33rd spot in that number 48. Then we go up to the first of 6 rookies fighting for a championship, driving the number 13 self-owned Valvoline Dodge Charger for Titan Fury Racing in his inaugural season in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. Brazil's own Igor Barreto looking to win the championship in his rookie campaign. He is 10 points behind Juan Rodriguez in that 13 car, starting in position number 15 on the inside lane, the preferred line on the start here at Darlington. And another rookie team owner looking to win the championship in their first season, driving the self-owned number 96 Xenoblade Chronicles Toyota Camry for Aggies Motorsports. Alex Sanvitale, one of 2 entries for Aggies in the chase for the championship. We'll get to the other one in a moment, but Sanvitale ran well in the Winston All-American Series and has run well in his rookie campaign in the MVCS. He's 3rd in the chase standings, coming into Darlington 5,080 points, 20 points behind Juan Rodriguez, and he starts 7th on the grid in that number 96. And now going to the deepest starting driver for the chase, driving the number 1 Cinevis Chevrolet Monte Carlo for Full Frontal Motorsports, Dylan Matthews in her rookie campaign, the only female driver fighting for a championship in 2024. She starts the deepest in the field in the 38th spot. Yet another rookie trying to win this championship in 2024. She is 30 points behind Juan Rodriguez, and like we said, she starts deep in the field in position number 38. And we go from the lowest starting driver to the highest starting driver, and the driver that took a little bit of a sabbatical from the Cup Series between 2020 and 2024, driving the number 36 Five Guys Chevrolet Monte Carlo for Force Racing, your Boston winner and your Duncan Week of Speed champion Bradley Ream in the number 36 with 5,060 points. He is 40 points behind Juan Rodriguez. He does start the highest of any driver on the grid in that number 6 starting spot. Starting 2 positions behind Ream, your Charlotte winner, driving the flagship number 75, hers Toyota Camry for Otter Island Motorsports, the very car that won this race back in 2020. Another rookie looking for the championship in his inaugural season, Matthew Hubert, looking to get the job done, has been a little quiet and very consistent over the last couple of weeks. We'll see if he's able to get things done at the Lady in Black and trying to put Eric Monaco's old car into victory lane here at Darlington. Hubert with 5,050 points, 50 points behind Rodriguez. He starts 8th on the grid in that blue and white Camry. And this man right here, no stranger to making the chase, has made it in all 3 seasons he has been in this car, driving the black and green number 92 Hulu Toyota Camry for Pacific Racing. Your Daytona 500 champion, Braden Perez, has been a little bit quiet since that win all the way back in May down in South Daytona, but he is looking to get things done in year number 3 of making the chase for the championship. He's got 5,040 points, and he starts 23rd on the grid here this afternoon, looking to get Pacific Racing's first championship in team history. And starting a position in front of Braden Perez, the other entry for Aggies Motorsports in the chase, driving the number 63 Xenoblade Chronicles Toyota Camry, your Nashville winner of Corey Case. Case has also been a driver that's been a little inconsistent, but was able to squeak his way into the chase on points with 5,030 points. That 63 car starting 22nd on the grid here at Darlington. And now we get to your defending champion, the King, looking to defend his throne, driving the self-owned number 47 Schluter Systems Toyota Camry, your 2022 champion and your Dover and Nazareth winner from this season, Derek Hamill, looking to defend his crown in that 47 and is looking to have a good run here today at the Lady in Black, your 2022 title holder, starting 17th here in that 47 car. And finally, we get to the last driver to make it in via points, driving the number 20 Mountain Dew Chevrolet Monte Carlo for Stealth Racing, for Stealth Motorsports, Hamilton, New Jersey's own Toby Murphy, barely making it into the chase by only 4 points for that 20 car, and he is looking to get some he's looking to gain some ground on his competitors here today. He starts on the tail end of that quartet of chase drivers in the top 10. Murphy starts 9th with 5,010 points, 90 points behind Juan Rodriguez. And finally, your final 2 wildcard drivers, starting off with the man who had a walk-off 2-run home run over the final 2 races of the regular season, winning both Michigan and Armory Digital, driving the other entry for Titan Fury Racing in the chase, the number 71 Tag Heuer Dodge Charger, Iowa's own Mitchell Collins, looking to get things done here. He just barely made the chase after being a non-factor all season long, and he's looking to pull a Jonathan Logan from 2020 and to have a fantastic back end of the season and steal this championship away, with 2 wildcard drivers each having 5,000 points. Collins got a lot of work to do if he wants to catch up to Juan Rodriguez. And finally, your final driver fighting for a championship, driving the number 58 Pepsi Zero Sugar Ford Taurus, the only entry for Dracoan Racing on the grid here in the chase, Logan Alexander, 2 wins on the season at Armory Digital and the Tricky Triangle of the Pocono Raceway, 2 wins on the season at the Diamond Ridge Super Speedway and the Tricky Triangle of Pocono Raceway have put this 58 car fighting for a championship. He starts 13th on the grid while Collins starts 20th, and both of those drivers with 5,000 points again need to make up some ground if they want to get ahead of Juan Rodriguez. But before we kick things off, we'll go over your chase schedule, starting today obviously with Darlington, and we remain in the Palmetto State this Saturday afternoon with going a little bit west to the Greenville Spartanburg Raceway. Then we go to the Midwest to the Gateway International Raceway before going all the way into the Rocky Mountains for the Denver Double at the Denver Roval and the Denver Oval. And after an off-week break comes the final 5 races of the season. Up in Canada at the Ricky Raceway, in America's heartland at Kansas, down in South Florida at Homestead, Miami, and finally a duo in the Garden State, one at the Trenton Raceway, and finally rounding things off at the New Jersey Motor Speedway. To round out your chase here, it is going to be a fun final 10 races of the season as we are already counting down the days here of the summer to the final race at New Jersey for the Corporate Deployments 500. But that is then, and this is now, as it's once again that time of the broadcast again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go down trackside to get the most famous words in motorsports to kick off the Waffle House Rebel 500.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the engines roar to life on the pit lane at the Lady in Black as we get set to take the green flag for today's race. Matt Wolff and Justin Zeidel make up row number 1 here at Darlington. Wolff was just a couple of points out from making the wild card, but he's looking for a win number 3 of 2024. Then in row number 2, John Andrews in the 44 next to Keegan Thompson, your Indianapolis winner in the 14. And finally, row number 3, Dano Georgi starts next to Bradley Ream to make up the first 6 starting spots. As everybody rolls off, there is Dylan Matthews in the 1 and a couple of positions in front of her, your regular season champion of Juan Rodriguez. It'll be 79 laps around Darlington this afternoon. The pit window will be just past halfway. Actually, no, it'll be between laps 24 and 26. So a rare 2-stop strategy race is in order. So we're going to have pit stops every 25 laps or so. And your 3 previous winners of the Waffle House Rebel 500 are Eric Monaco, Nathan Smith, and Diego Vasquez. Monaco starts 25th on the grid today in the number 4 car. So the pace car will make its way down the pit lane. We're going to see some green flag pit stops likely here at the Lady in Black as we get set to kick off the chase for the 2024 championship. It'll be 79 laps around the Lady in Black here this afternoon. Wolff and Zeidel will lead them to the race's restart zone. Green flag is in the air. 10 races left in the 2024 season. Wolff gets a good jump on the inside lane, and pretty much everybody that started on the inside up to the top 3. With 2 Chevrolets and a Dodge highlighting this front end of the field as already Bradley Ream gets into the outside wall. Our first Darlington stripe of the afternoon belonging to one of the chase drivers. 58 of Logan Alexander will now make his way to the front. He'll be the highest running chase driver as Ream hits the wall out of turn 4. The old turn 2 here at Darlington. The new turn 2. One of the most treacherous corners of these drivers will race at. A couple of cars in the outside wall, and that was Matt Wolff, the leader, going straight into the wall, and he is going to lose a lot of spots. So the bad luck continues after the week-and-a-half break for the Wall, New Jersey native, as he will get his first Darlington stripe of the day, and he'll give the lead to John Andrews, looking for his first win since the season finale in 2021, as now Dano Georgi will pound the wall hard. Wolff will hit it again. Oh, some contact between Wolff and Hamill. We're already seeing the tire wears start to go away as Dano Georgi will hit the outside wall and scratch that. It's actually the 96, who's the highest running chase driver, not the 58. As San Vitale and Toby Murphy will look underneath the 78 of Justin Zeidel for position number 2. All happening behind the 44 of John Andrews. Again, he's got 2 career wins in the MBCS, both of them coming in 2021, one at Nazareth and the other at New Jersey. So those coming back to back for the only wins. The old driver, the 46 car for Macklin Hamill Enterprises. MHE downsizing to a 2-car operation between 2021 and 2022. 44 does still have some contingency sponsor from City Chevrolet. You see that on rear quarter panel of that 44. San Vitale has moved up to second. Toby Murphy up to third. And now fighting for this spot hard into the outside wall, and Thomas Troxel actually is nearly going to turn around. We saw Logan Alexander pound the wall off of 2, and pounding even harder and nearly turning around was the 00 of Troxel, who will fall all the way back. The outside lane is the way to go in turns 1 and 2, but through 3 and 4, it is absolutely the inside lane as you see all the cars riding the Lightning up on the outside, and San Vitale and Zidell will both hit the outside wall. And again, we're starting to see this tire wear really come into play, and a lot of damage to the passenger side of that 96, as San Vitale will fall all the way down to 5th, with Toby Murphy trying to make some moves to the outside of Logan Williams, who was taken 2nd away from the 20 car. Now Murphy will scrape the outside wall. Bream will do it once again. And Skylar Taylor will take 3rd away from Murphy, and Logan Williams looking to make a charge there for the race lead. Drafting off the back end of this U.S. Air Force number 44. But he can't be happy seeing Bradley Ream. Trying to find where Ream was. I thought the monitor glitched out once again, and it's going to glitch out here in a second probably, as Keegan Thompson will now get a Darlington stripe. Ream has fallen really, really back in this 36. And now, of course, that's when my computer decides to glitch out. I swear, it does it every race, and it gets earlier and earlier in the contest as San Vitale will hit the wall. There is Bradley Ream. We finally find the 36, who has remained in the top 10. Again, we were trying to just deal with a glitchy computer that just blacks out, and then it eventually freezes. Obviously, I edited in post, but so you guys never really see it. But Bradley Ream actually making some moves. He's back in the top 5. As for 2nd, as John Andrews hit the wall, same thing with the 15. It's not a race on the NASRN without missing a pass for the lead. And Logan Williams, who really struggled in the FMGTC race at his home racetrack at Old Spice a couple of days ago. Last Saturday afternoon, finished at the tail end of the, towards the tail end of the lap, or tail end of the pack for the GT Le Mans field in the number 6, but he's running up front here, looking for win number 2 of the season. He's wishing that he ran 1 position higher at Armory Digital, as that was the difference between him and Toby Murphy making it in. And really feel gutted for Logan there, but he's running up front. We'll see how long he does, as Derek Hamill making some moves up at the front as well. And he is going to easily take 2nd away. John Andrews smacking the outside wall. We're going to see some extended pit stops as Matthew Huber will move underneath the 78 of Zidell. That will be for 10th. So cracking open the top 10 there is the 75. Of course, but these guys are going to have to repair some damage on that passenger side, the right side of these race cars. As Hamill will make my point there in the 47. Hamill looking for his 2nd straight championship. The yellow flag is out. Somebody has gone around. Not sure who it was. I think it may have been Roberto Crown Jr. sailing around the back straightaway. Oh, it's Nathan Orman, whose bad luck continues in 2024. And I believe he and Crown Jr. got together out of turn number 2, and the yellow flag will fly, and that is going to be really good for a lot of these guys, as we're about 10 laps away from our first pit stop of the day, as everybody is going to come down and try and repair some damage. Logan Williams led them back to the stripe. We'll see what the Wisconsinite can do on the pit lane. I imagine he's easily going to come back out as the leader. Because a lot of these guys, again, are going to have to repair some damage on the right side of these cars. But pit road is indeed open, and here they come down into the service area. As we wait for them to come down, I'm watching the Cup race, and somehow Austin Dillon is in the lead at Richmond. But I imagine it'll be four fresh Hoosier tires and a full tank of octane racing fuel for pretty much everybody on the grid, and that's exactly what the doctor will order for Logan Williams. 4 fresh tires, and he'll be out and away, and he's not going to have to make any repairs for that 17 car. Just in front of Derek Hamill, 2 of the top cars on the field right now. And 2 of the rare clean cars. Here, Williams will win the race off the pit lane. Hamill is second, and Igor Barreto will jump up 4 positions up to the 3rd spot. He came in 7th. Hebert will jump up as well. Same thing with Eric Monaco. How about that? Monaco, I believe he took 2 tires. Same thing with Daniel Bouchard. I don't know if I would agree with taking 2 tires. I'll have to double check and see. But as everybody gets organized, ooh, a little contact, and Derek Hamill is going to put the 13 in the wall. I don't think that's really going to mean anything in the long run. But Logan Williams leads. We're under caution for the first time today, and let's take a look and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the afternoon. Looks like an incident between Roberto Crown Jr. and the 3 of Nathan Ormond here at the Darlington Raceway in the Waffle House Rebel 500. So like we've been seeing with pretty much everybody today, turn number 2 has been Calamity Corner, and it's actually going to be Logan Alexander and Charlie Davenport tag teaming this Coca-Cola Chevrolet. And Davenport is ultimately going to be the one that turns this 3-car around. Crown Jr. was just heavy on the brakes, and that's why he was off the pace. And sliding down to the inside will be the number 3, as I'm watching the number 3 leading the way at Richmond. If he wins that race, I'm going to kill myself. But the 3-car of Nathan Ormond has been to victory lane here in 2024, but other than that, it has been horrendous luck for Nathan Ormond as he's trying to get it back around. He's going to have to repair some damage on the service area, but nonetheless, 2-car accident puts us under the caution flag for time number 1 here this afternoon at Darlington. Taking a look at this in real time as Ormond will slingshot around the corner, and he'll get turned going down the back straightaway. A little surprised that they actually threw the yellow since he was technically off the racing surface, but nonetheless, Nathan Ormond sails it around and brings out caution number 1 of the afternoon. Logan Williams led them off the pit lane. We'll see what he is able to do on the restart here as we clean up caution number 1 of the day at Darlington. And we're back here at the Darlington Raceway, wrapping up our first caution of the afternoon. Nobody was knocked out. All 42 cars are still on the track. And we mentioned that number 4 having a fast pit stop. We thought Monaco would have taken 2 tires, but it's actually a 4-tire pit stop. The fastest stop of the day so far. 15:19 off the gun for Eric Monaco. So right now he'd have 5 bonus points. Really doesn't mean anything other than just trying to battle for the best of the rest. I'm surprised Daniel Bouchard actually made it up there. I believe Bouchard actually took 2 tires. But nonetheless, they're going to be top 6 right now. Pace car will make its way down the pit lane. Top 6 going back to the Reese's restart zone. Logan Williams, Derek Hamill, Igor Barreto, Matthew Hubert, the 4 of Eric Monaco, your 2020 winner here. Driving the number 75, that car right in front of him. 3 chase drivers starting off, and what a jump for Logan Williams. Right off of the line, and he is immediately going to put about 5 car lengths in front of Derek Hamill. It was almost as if the 17 just had his foot right on the gas and he absolutely mashed it. Logan Williams will go to the front. Now Hamill holding up this 13 a little bit. And some cars went around. I'm simultaneously watching the stream, the race. I'm calling both games. I'm watching both races, pulling a Kevin Harlan as the caution just came out at Richmond, almost at Bristol there. As Recky's Spinhouse, who's that, Chris Busher that spun out again? Oh, they actually called a caution for the 41 actually going around in front of the leader. Hey, Austin Dillon hopefully won't win that race. But nonetheless, in the race that we're calling here on the 21st of August, not the 10th, the 11th of August, Logan Williams continues to lead. Fast lap of the race right now belonging to Tyler Reynolds in the 17, and Hamill catching up to this 17 car. Williams is trying to catch back up. It's the 19 of Tyler Reynolds. I don't know if I said the 17. Whoa, what a move to the inside for the 13, and Hamill is going to go all the way back. He's going to hit this outside wall. He's just going to barely get a little bit of a Darlington strike. He's going to get a Darlington, little bumper rivet there. But Hamill is going to fall to the back as the choo-choo train starts to pick up underneath him. And remember, these guys can go about 25 laps on tires. They came in at lap 17. So it's probably going to be around lap 40 as Barretto got really close to the back end of that 17. Speaking of 17, lap 42 should be the way to go. But this track position up front, viable for Logan Williams, but Barretto trying to do the same thing for the race lead, forcing that 17, and both Logan Sport cars into the outside wall, and the 7 was ping-ponging in the back. A lot of debris on the track. And no caution as Bradley Ream stacking it up in the back there. I don't know if there was a stack up after the caution or after these guys came off of the pit lane, but Bradley Ream, heavy damage to that 36 car. Like we said, he started up towards the front as Logan Alexander will hit the outside wall. He loses a little bit of ground, and we're already starting to see issues for your chasers as Hamill will force his way. No, that's the battle for 6th right now, 5th actually. As Logan Williams once again going the wrong way in the 17 up front, 3-car battle. Now making a 2-car battle as Monaco's old car will fall back into the clutches of the 99 of Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzy running in front of Matthew Hubert. And now it's Barretto leading laps. He's going to get some well-needed bonus points here as we work on lap 28. Of 79. Oh, and hitting the outside wall once again was a 75, and Derek Hamill and Trey Smith. 3 Toyotas taking down the wall. As we continue to have a battle up front, Monaco looking for win number 2, both in the season and at the Darlington Raceway. He will put the 31 or 13 to the outside, and a lot of chase drivers hitting that wall off of turn number 2, and Eric Monaco will hear the cheers from the crowd. He'll go to the race lead in the 4-car here, and he will lead lap number 29. 40 laps to go here at Darlington. Monaco is out front. These guys, I don't know. These guys are actually going to have to come down one more time, I think. Yeah, they came down. Yeah, they're going to have to come down 2 more times, so we're going to see a 3-cycle stop likely here if these guys in testing, they came down every 27 to 29 laps. So we'll call it lap 45. And then we'll say every 28 laps. So probably, no, I can't do math correctly. So probably around lap 44 to 45. So in about 15 laps, these guys will come down. And then probably lap 73, so with 4 to go, we could get another caution coming out here soon, as these tires are just really wearing out. We see all the debris flying on the track, and it's going to be a miracle if somebody doesn't cut down a tire or go around like Nathan Orman did, but everybody is screaming for fresh Hoosiers. And again, that's not a fault of Hoosier, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, or really just anybody. It's just the abrasive surface of Darlington and how it just eats up tires, especially when you're on the outside, as we see, oh boy, Matthew Huber. I don't know if he's got a flat or something, but he is absolutely, as Derek Hamill gets run into right in front of the rest of the field. I don't know if the caution is going to come out. No, it is going to come out. Heavy damage to the 07 of Daniel Bouchard. And the caution is out once again. That happened right in front of a bunch of chase drivers. And it started with Derek Hamill getting ran into by Reggie Fogelman. And rear end damage on the back end of Logan Alexander, another chase driver with issues. And we'll see them come back down the pit lane once again. Leading them back to the line was Eric Monaco. And Monaco will come down the pit lane once again for stop number 2. We'll likely have to make 2 more stops. But we could see another just instance of just caution coming out for these cars. Off the gun right in front of Nathan Stapleton. He's going to block Nathan Stapleton, and around will go the leader. Monaco is able to catch it back and going. A good save for Monaco there, but he's going to have a little bit of damage on that 4 machine. And getting in front of everybody was Zachary Fitzwater, who will take the race lead away. So Fitzy will inherit the race lead, as we'll go ahead and see what happened to bring out caution number 2 of the day. It's been a good one so far as we approach the halfway point in the Waffle House Rebel 500 from Darlington. So this whole thing starts off with Matthew Hubert hitting the wall out of turn number 2, and he keeps it straight for now, but what's going to lead to is Derek Hamill coming up behind him, and he's just going to really hit the brakes to avoid from running into the back of this 75. And they're running out of real estate going into turn number 3. And I don't know why Fogelman just decided to turn the wheel right, but he did. He runs straight into the driver's side of Derek Hamill, right in front of Trace Smith, who just tries to get through. Unfortunately, he gets railroaded from behind by Daniel Bouchard. Danny Fallington, Justin Zidell, they all pile in. And ultimately, I think it's just going to be a 4-car wreck. Braden Perez, I thought he was going to get hooked in the outside wall and end his day. But nonetheless, everybody keeping it relatively straight as we see the 7 who we're focusing with. I don't know if he was going to try and spin around, but he's able to keep it straight. The yellow flag does fly, with a couple of cars going around, entering turn number 3. And that was really just inevitable with the tires run that we had. And a good run was brewing for Daniel Bouchard. Unfortunately, it's going to end in the garage area. Tough break for the Ottawa, Ontario native. We do go to his home track later on. Go to the Ricky Raceway. Bouchard trying to win there. But Hamill was caught up in that after Matthew Hubert really just turned around the whole field after hitting the outside wall himself. Following in real time with Hubert as he hits the wall. Hamill gets run up from behind. And sailing around there was the 12. And actually, he didn't really go completely around. You know, given how finicky NR is with calling cautions, I'm surprised they called it there. But nonetheless, we are under caution for the second time today. Leading them to the caution flag was Eric Monaco, but it was Zachary Fitzwater leading them back off of the pit lane as Monaco had some issues. We'll see what these guys are able to do on the restart here at Darlington. And we're back here at the Darlington Raceway cleaning up caution number 2 of the afternoon. And it was a tire issue that is going to take out the 7 of Ethan Lewis. And Braden Perez also having issues. In fact, 2 of the Pacific Racing cars having issues right now. And the hood has been taken off the 62. So I think these guys may have ran into one another. But they're entering the back straightaway right now, and good lord, right as we finished up the caution, the pit stops, that was when Austin Dillon sent the sport of NASCAR back 40 years. Good God, nobody likes him. I can tell why nobody likes him, and that was probably, I know it's Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano, 2 of the most hated drivers in the garage. But I would rather see them win than Austin Dillon. Silver Spoon McCurseword. That I'm not going to say. I could say it on YouTube, but I respect this channel. And I respect that Zachary Fitzwater is up here looking for his first win in 2024. Has won in every season of competition he's been in. Actually, I don't believe he won in 2021, but we would love to get NS Racing's first win of the season in the 99 car. Your top 5 going back to the Reese's restart zone. Fitzwater, Monaco, Rodriguez, Cole Sampson, and Logan Williams. And another good jump for your leader. As we're past the midway point through the Waffle House Rebel 500. So what do you say? We go downstairs and it's time for a Twisted Tea race break right off of the start. So Zachary Fitzwater gets the good jump off. And we have some cars slowing down there, but second is Eric Monaco, third is Juan Rodriguez, fourth Cole Sampson, fifth Logan Williams, sixth Roberto Crown Jr., seventh John Andrews, eighth Will Parrish, ninth Caleb Rose, and 10th Alex Lozano. 11th is going to be Derek Hamill, 12th Angel Gutierrez, 13th Dylan Matthews, 14th Tyler Reynolds, 15th Toby Murphy, 16th Danny Fallington, 17th Thomas Troxel, 18th Skylar Taylor, 19th Ryan Durrani, and fighting for 20th is Riley Sampson. 21st will be Matt Wolf. Starting the second half of the field is Trey Smith in 22nd, 23rd Reggie Fogelman, 24th Matthew Hubert, 25th Logan Alexander, 26th Owen Miles, 27th Alex Sanvitale, 28th Nathan Stapleton, 29th Cameron Garlington. Top 30 rounded out by Corey Case. 31st Nathan Orman, 32nd Dano Georgi, 33rd Mitchell Collins, 34th Bradley Ream, 35th Charlie Davenport, 36th Keegan Thompson, 37th is Justin Zidell, 38th Braden Perez, 39th Brenna Wilmington, and 40th is Daniel Bouchard. And an issue for Igor Barreto in 41st. It's an engine failure for the 13 as he will join the 7 of Ethan Lewis in the garage area. Right now, fastest lap still belonging to Tyler Reynolds in the 19. The fastest pit stop still 15.19 seconds belonging to that man right there of Eric Monaco. That's his name. A good run so far for the 19 of Tyler Reynolds, currently running in the 11th position, the 19 car right now, your Atlanta winner from earlier this year. And look out, Cole Sampson, another driver looking for their first win in a while. Would be Fitzy's first win since Armory Digital in 2022. But for Cole Sampson, it'd be his first win since Trenton in 2020, working on 4 years since the 5 car has been a Gatorade victory lane, as they'll try and move to the inside of Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzy on the outside lane, he'll hit the wall. Monaco gets loose along with the 17. And Fitzwater will go the opposite direction in the 99 car and new race leader, the DeWalt AutoZone Chevrolet of Cole Sampson. here to lead lap number 43, and we're already starting to see the tire wear go away. This is starting to turn into the Bristol race. The Cup Series back in, what was that, April, I think? It was whenever Easter was this year. And already lap traffic being caught up to Cole Sampson, trying to find a way around this 07. Bouchard way in the way, and here comes Crown Jr. in the 21. He'll catch up right to the back bumper of Cole Sampson. Sampson able to get out of the way, and Bouchard stuck up high, and everybody is going to be forced to take the low line going around the corner. Bouchard's got to be careful letting these guys pass. He's going to hold up Will Parrish in the 40. That's not going to be good for the RB's Monte Carlo. And 5 cars will break away. Sampson, Crown Jr., Fitzwater, Williams, and the 48 of Rodriguez. As trying to catch back up to them will be Parrish, Rose, Gutierrez, and company. As we work on 30 laps to go in the Waffle House Rebel 500. Close call between Crown Jr. and Fitzwater off of the corner as they work their way towards the 5 of Sampson. Hopefully nobody will die. Like Austin Dillon did. That's just absolute crap right there. I don't care that he's in the 3 car. Dale Sr. would not wreck 2 people on the final lap like that. As hitting the outside walls, Crown Jr. and Williams, both cars will fall back. Williams has actually got the entire deck lid pointing to the ground. So he's going to lose a lot of downforce in the 17. The 19 and the 10 will try and catch up, and just as I say that, Reynolds will get a Darlington stripe out of 4. And Cole Sampson's just running his race right now, just trying to run nice and easy lap times. Zachary Fitzwater hanging the rear end off the corner. And pounding the wall there was Derek Hamill. He has just been beaten up to hell and back so far today. Has got Darlington stripes on both sides of that 47, but he's still hanging tough in the top 20, trying to survive as Eric Monaco also falls back in the 4 car. Now Fitzwater will let Juan Rodriguez go by. And Rodriguez, one of the few clean cars on the track right now, closing in on this 5 car, coming around a 30 to go from Darlington. So it's 50 laps to go when we thought it was 40, and now it's 30 to go here from the lady in black. And this is the point in the run where these cars, pretty much everybody is just going to be hitting the outside wall. So if they go double file off the corner, watch out. And just as I say that, Owen Miles pretty much knocks down the wall, and Derek Hamill's going to get turned by Toby Murphy. He's going to come back into traffic. He gets railroaded by Mitchell Collins. George I piles in. The big one in turn number 3. Oh, more cars. That's Ream and Perez knocking in. Bouchard will arc a break in. The 07 upside down, and the yellow flag flies. A massive crash in the 3rd turn, taking out about 3 or 4 chase drivers. Trying to see how much damage Derek Hamill has. Try saying that 5 times fast. Zidell, the outside pole sitter, destroyed. Garlington destroyed. George I having to be towed away. Bradley Ream, Braden Perez, Mitchell Collins, and everybody piling in. And here we are on lap 51. 5 of Cole Sampson and the 48 of Juan Rodriguez, trying to find where Sampson's pitting right now. There he is in the 5. And I don't know if he just took a 4, I believe it was just a 4-tire stop there for Sampson, as Toby Murphy just cleaning out half of the competition. That's a way to get back out front. Leading a lap there was Logan Williams off the pit lane. Cole Sampson will lead the field back off. We'll see who comes out second. It is going to be Juan Rodriguez. Williams will come off 3rd. And Dylan Matthews. Big shakeup for the one car. She was in 19th, and a good stop for her will propel her all the way up to, can't tell, I believe it should be in the top 10. I believe it should be about 8th or 9th for Dylan Matthews. But nonetheless, oh boy, these guys got to be careful coming off of the pit lane. I don't know why these guys are doing it. We'll have to make sure nobody runs into one another. Actually, make sure that that happens. And it looks like we should be good to go. Nobody's gonna do it. Everybody should go. Everybody should be good. And nope, the 19 already had some damage back in there, but everybody is good to go here at the front of the field. So as Cole Sampson will lead the way in the 5 car. Under 30 to go from the lady in black, but the big one striking in turn number 3. See what happened to bring out the 3rd caution of the afternoon and the Waffle House Rebel 500. So Derek Hamill is having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad race at the Darlington Raceway. It's once again slowing down for a car sailing around. You're going to see Toby Murphy is just going to come right on him. Hamill was the one who moved to the inside. Murphy just tried to jump on the brakes, but nothing he could really do there except just turn right and sail his 47 car around. You know, I don't really agree with Murphy. I don't know if that's a rookie mistake, but I think it's just Hamill. I really don't know. I think it's just a racing deal there. But this is where things are really going to hit the fan. It's when Hamill comes back up to traffic. He'll run into Ryan Durrani, who just gets sideswiped, but this is the big hit here. Straight T-bone from Mitchell Collins, and then everybody's just going to pile in on this high groove. Dano Georgi railroaded. Only a little bit of damage there for Keegan Thompson. He should be able to continue. Justin Zidell is not lucky. I don't know who he's going to run into. I think he's going to run into Dano Georgi, actually. Yeah, Georgi gets hit square on the door. We're going to have 2 flips in this accident as Georgi will go upside down, and then there is just the killer there. 3 cars running into Mitchell Collins, 2 of them in the chase. Perez, Smith, and Ream all in it. The 28 will end his day. Bouchard already driving a modified. Will just cave the radiator in. And Brennan Wilmington hits the 07 in the right place. Wilmington's day will end in a 2-flip accident in turn number 3. And that was because that was towards the front end of the field where Hamill and Murphy got around, and pretty much everybody in the back end of the field just arca braking into that. 30 laps to go. We're not going to have a whole lot of the field left for a race. I imagine about 7 or 8 cars, definitely north of that number, are going to be in the garage area after this, and a lot of chase drivers involved in a hellacious accident on lap number 50 of the Waffle House Rebel 500. Real-time replay with Derek Hamill slowing down for the Owen Miles machine in front of him, and Toby Murphy really nowhere to go. Again, that's not an instance of driving like a pissed-off teenager. That's just unfortunately racing right there. As just trying to keep everything in frame here. 2 separate accidents. And yeah, that's just pretty much the tail of the tape there. I'd probably say probably north of 9 cars are going to be knocked out from this accident. But nonetheless, Cole Sampson came off the pit lane, or came down the pit lane in first. He comes off in first. See what these guys are able to do on the restart here as we approach the tail end of the race at the Darlington Raceway. And we're back here at the Darlington Raceway cleaning up our 3rd caution of the day. And you see everybody that was knocked out from that accident. Justin Zidell, Derek Hamill, the 62 of Brandon Wilmington, the 36 of Bradley Ream, the 34, the 71, and the 07. 33 cars remain on the track. As your top 5 going back through the Reese's restart zone will be Cole Sampson, Juan Rodriguez, Logan Williams, the 21 of Roberto Crown Jr., and the 10 of Angel Gutierrez. Coming around to 25 laps to go. 26 laps to go. Sampson leads the field to the race's restart zone. Green flag back out in the air. Good jump for the top 3 cars. Rodriguez looking to go right on the rear end of this 5 car. Remember, Williams got that damage on the rear end of the 17, Crown Jr. Good run going for him. And oh no, down low, an issue for Cole Sampson. I don't know if there's an engine issue for Toby Murphy, it looks like, but the 5 and the 48 both coming down the pit lane. So the leaders having to come back down, not sure what it was, and we see the 20 car down the pit lane. Oh boy, what a way to start off the chase. And trying to find Logan Williams. There's Logan back in there. He is just fighting an ill-handling race car, and it is on at the front. Roberto Crown Jr., Angel Gutierrez, and Zachary Fitzwater, your top 3. On the outside lane, Darlington Stripe for the 21, and here comes Gutierrez to the race lead, looking for his first win of the season. It'd be a long time coming for Gutierrez, who has been up a lot of sheet metal. Zachary Fitzwater also back in the hunt. And Will Parrish up to 3rd as a 21 will fall back. And Rodriguez, they just did a splash and go of fuel there, and I don't know if that was just to make it to the end, because again, they came in on lap 51. They should be able to make it to the end. That's right, at 79, so these guys are right at their numbers. Well, how far are they? They're only, the 5 and the 48 are only a lap down. I'm actually not hating this strategy from those drivers, because they are a lap down, but they came in to top off on fuel, and these guys, the maximum they can go is about 28, 29 laps. So they are running it really, really close on fuel. So it's a bold strategy out of the 5 and the 48. Do a splash and go of fuel. You know, they took no tires, so they're going to be on the same tires as everybody else. But again, we're seeing a caution every 17, 18 laps or so, which I would assume that we'd see that again, especially with how much these tires have been eaten up on the track. Murphy is back on the track. Good to see that 20 car back out front, but he is 2 laps down. And running up on him is the 48. Murphy definitely down a cylinder, so whatever they did to repair that car wasn't enough, but they're just trying to keep him out there to just collect some points, but that Mountain Dew Monte Carlo horrendously slow. And I'm surprised the 92 is still in this race. And I'm surprised the 79 is look at this car. You know, it's missing a hood, a front bumper, a rear wing. This is a modified car that Trey Smith is driving right now. As we've missed another pass for the race lead, Fitzwater and Crown Jr. both go into the back. But we're closing in on 15 laps to go. I'm guessing anywhere between now and lap number 70. That's typically when wrecks have been happening, as Caleb Rose gets squirrely out of the corner. Gutierrez will slide by him, but Angel's got a Darlington stripe as well. Pretty much everybody on the grid has got a Darlington stripe. Will Parrish is actually one of the clean cars, and that's a good part of the reason he's out front. Parrish would have loved to have won a week and a half ago, but he'll definitely take his second win of the season, third career win. And he has got a hefty lead over Gutierrez. 3/4 of a second that last time by, and as Gutierrez starting to fight a little bit of an ill-handling race car, as Caleb Rose will put him under fire. Falling back was the 10, and moving on up was the 40. 15 laps to go. at the Darlington Raceway. Hard into the outside wall goes Gutierrez. A lot of cars slowing down. We've seen 2 of our accidents come from cars checking up and according into one another. And we might see that once again. Making some good strides are the 48 and the 5. Again, they're good to the end on fuel. And right now the 48 is ahead of the 5. So for some reason, everybody runs out of fuel. Juan Rodriguez would end up winning this race. That would be the most Juan Rodriguez way to win a race. Or rather, that'd be the most Caleb Rose way to win a race. Or Tyler Reynolds way. I don't know. I guess Juan hasn't really just won a lot of races is a thing. You know, he won a race in dramatic fashion at Diamond Ridge. As Caleb Rose is going to get held up by lap traffic. That's going to increase this lead for Will Parrish. Rodriguez won at Diamond Ridge, and that was just, I think that was the closest finish. That was tied with the closest finish in NBCS history with this year's finish at Diamond Ridge. And he also won in dominating fashion at Hillside, I believe. So, fuel mileage, anybody? We'll see. Everybody runs out of fuel like they're foreseeing, but I think we're going to get a caution before that is all said and done. Coming around to 11 laps to go, and it's a 2-second lead for Will Parrish. By far, the biggest lead we've seen any driver have, and it is literally a choo-choo train behind the lap drivers. It's a one-groove track at Darlington, and these guys just cannot get around these lap machines. It's comedic in a way, but it's also really asinine. If you're Caleb Rose running in second, hitting the wall was a 17. Gutierrez will go around. That's actually Sam Vitale who gets punted, and we're going to have another stack up in turn 3. More chase drivers piling, and the 58 is upside down. Cole Sampson is able to just navigate his way through. And I think we're pretty much 10 for 10 for chase drivers involved in accidents. Caution number 4 is out. We're going to get this race restarted with just under 5 laps to go. I think that was right at about lap 15 or 16 on the run. Caution number 4 is out. Parrish is the leader. And oh boy, what a race this has been. And pit road is open. These drivers are staying out. Dylan Matthews, a junked race car. And pretty much everybody else that was involved junked. Logan Alexander, another run to the back end of the field. And I really don't know what chase driver is left in this race. Perez is still here, but he's a lap down. I think he's 2 laps down. I think the highest running chase driver right now is the man who caused that accident, San Vitale, in the 18. Or he's running 18th. He's in the 96. I don't even know what to say anymore, ladies and gentlemen. But another stack up in turn number 3. Will Parrish led them back. We'll take a look and see what happened to bring out caution number 4 of the day. Here at Darlington, another big wreck in turn 3. So Alex San Vitale will do the same thing Derek Hamill has had twice to him done today. And he is going to turn himself around right in the path of Matthew Hubert, who will spin that 96 car around. Hubert will be in the path of the 63 and Dylan Matthews. Nowhere to go. Heavy, heavy damage for her. She'll careen down into Logan Alexander. That's 5 chase drivers just getting cleaned out. Hard shot into the outside wall for the 63, and this is where this thing is going to get ugly. We're actually under an extended caution right now, as you're going to see why. Logan Alexander hit from behind, and he is going to be hit from behind again as the 48 of Rodriguez. That's half of the chase field involved in this crash so far. This is where things get ugly. Danny Fallington hits the 58 car hard, and upside down will go him, and then going right into the windshield. And little bit of a hard time there. Rescue crews were on the scene of the 58, and Alexander had to be helped out of his car. We do not know the condition of him, but we're under an extended caution as just everybody just trying to get around here. I can't believe Cole Sampson didn't arc a break into this. But a scary situation in turn number 3 as we await the news of Logan Alexander. But he had to be helped from his car. We're going to be under an extended yellow flag that I believe it might take us into a green-white checkered. But what a way to start the playoffs. What a way to start the chase with pretty much every chase driver wrecking out. But our thoughts and prayers are with Logan Alexander right now. And really, that just seems to be the biggest part of this race right now is the health and safety of Alexander. But we'll see. We'll wait and get an update on him after the race concludes. But we'll take another look at this accident in real time. It all starts up front with San Vitale trying to get around the 17. Those two collide, and it's pretty much just off to the races from there. And Alexander hit several times in the 58 and heavy shot into the windshield and landing upside down. It's 3 cars have been upside down today at Darlington. A lot of carnage and a lot of violence here at the Lady in Black. He should be okay. We're hearing good things from the medical team as they've finally taken that car off the racing surface. But it'll be Will Parrish leading them back to the green flag, and we'll see what things are what here as we wrap up a violent caution number 4 at the Darlington Raceway. And we're back here at Darlington, and my comment about the green-white checkered is for naught. We're going to go racing here with 5 or 4 laps to go, but 26 cars on the track, and Toby Murphy, the 92 of Braden Perez, and Corey Case in the 96. 4 cars from the chase remaining on the track right now. The pace car will make its way down, and Will Parrish has just got to run to the end here. He's got 2 lap cars in front of him, or behind him, between him and the 32. So your top 5 going back to the Reese's restart zone will be Parrish, Rose, Reynolds, Roberto Crown Jr., and Gutierrez. Green flag back out. And we'll see if Rose is able to get around 1 car. Good jump for Perez. And we'll see if he lets his teammate go. Trapped on the outside is a 21. And the 40 is just going to try and run away with this. Good run there for Caleb Rose. But that might be a little too late coming around to 4 to go. Or 3 laps to go. So that was 4 laps to go. Or that was 5 laps to go. This is 4 laps to go. Will Parrish, 1/4 of a second lead as a 19 to Tyler Reynolds underneath him. And wait a second, Tyler Reynolds is cooking with gasoline right here. He is within frame. Hold on, this race is far from over. Again, we got the green-white checkers in the back pocket if we need them, but Tyler Reynolds is coming. Popsicle sticks in the air, 2 laps to go, actually 3 to go. And Reynolds right now a man on a mission, but Caleb Rose right behind him, and these guys battling it out. Oh, they are closing in on that 40 car. They got to work together if they want to catch up to Parrish. Now popsicle sticks are in the air, 2 laps to go, and 20 car lengths separate Parrish from Caleb Rose. The gap now 0.8 of a second. And that might be all she wrote. Two cars continue to battle for second place, all happening behind Will Parrish in that 40 car. Parrish slow around the corner. Again, these guys are good to the end for gas. They had all those caution laps. White flag in the air one more time around the Darlington Raceway for Will Parrish. The gap now to 0.7 of a second, but it's going to be too little too late. Hard into the wall for both the 32 and the 19. And that'll do it. Coming through turns 3 and 4. The King of Prussia native of Will Parrish will see the checkered flag, his second of the season. Will Parrish is going to victory lane at Darlington. Excuse me, it's the Banksville, Pennsylvania native of Will Parrish. Will get a crown jewel win. Here to start off the chase. That is the 4th year in a row that a non-chase driver has won the opening round of the chase for the championship. I'm trying to remember if Eric Monaco was the chase leader or was in the chase back in 2020. But taking a look at your official standings, Will Parrish gets the job done. Caleb Rose comes up short. I believe that's our biggest margin of the season. Tyler Reynolds, Thomas Troxel, and Angel Gutierrez, your top 5. Fitzy Wolf, Taylor Orman, Durrani, and Miles, your top 11. Highest finishing chase driver was Alexandre Vitale. Trying to see where the 48 finished. Rodriguez retired. Trying to see Corey. There's Corey Case. He's 21st. Braden Perez finished 24th. He'll have a good points day. Same with Toby Murphy. We're going to really see things shake up. Sam Vitale is going to be your points leader going into Greenville Spartanburg. Matthew Hubert will finish 27th. Matthews 28th. Alexander 31st. Rodriguez finishes where he started in 33rd. Hamill 35th. Ream 37th. Collins 39th. And Barreto 41st. It was an ignition failure for Igor Barreto that put him in. And Rodriguez, I really, that strategy with Cole Sampson not working out at the end. Sampson actually finishing back to a respectable second, so that's decent for him. But what a race at Darlington, and oh boy, we are just getting started with the chase. That's going to do it here from Darlington. Congratulations once again to Will Parrish. I can get back up there. For winning the Waffle House Rebel 500, 1 race down, 9 races to go, and we'll see you Saturday afternoon west of Darlington, still in the Palmetto State, for the Slap On Location 500 coverage from the Greenville Spartanburg Speedway starting at noon Eastern Time right here on the NASRN. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. Here are your point standings and chase bracket after race number 26 of the 2024 NR2003 Mission Barbecue Cup Series season. And from Darlington, South Carolina, on behalf of the North American Sim Racing Network, my name is Trey Wright. Have a great evening, folks.